Hey folks, I'm Sean McCormick and welcome to Lightroom Blog. Bit of a messy day today trying to do a channel video which took up most of my day. So just on a very quick gear look. So I've covered the Loupdeck, I've covered a little bracket that I use, some news about the RoboSHOOTs, and yeah, that's really it. And then just a little chat about potential stuff for the future. I've got some ideas for working in the studio, but I have to get my computer fixed first. So here's your Friday photography video. Hey folks, super quick today because I've been working on my channel video. I'm in the studio again, so I'm working on the iMac that I leased a while ago, which is still crashing. It's given me awful grief. I've had about 10 crashes today, so even doing a 1.5-minute video has been a nightmare, so it's taken most of my day. So I'm just doing a little bit of quick recording which I'm going to edit at home now. So I want to talk about a little bit of gear. So we've seen this mentioned in one or two things. I'm just going to check the video so we can see that looks okay there. So this is the Loupdeck, right? And the idea with the Loupdeck is you've got loads of knobs and things like that. So it has the basic panel, it has the HSL panel. It's got customizable stuff. So I've got dehaze on this and sharpening using if you press the function button, it doubles up. So I've got dehaze and sharpening on dials. So you've also got clarity and stuff like that on it, white balance. So button wise, you've got things like, let me just get an angle so that I can see where all of the stuff is happening. So you got your stars here and you've got your labels there as well. Okay, you've got pick, and you can also have the function key to reject. You've got arrows keys to move on as well. So let me just shine that so we get some arrows. See the arrows are there. Before and after. Other things that are on there, stuff like export, undo, redo, brush. You got your full screen options, before and after, and HSL obviously, but you also have an option to have 8 presets, and then if you press the function again you can get another 8 presets as well, so you could have 16 presets from there too as well. For crop and rotate, just there's a big thick knob, and when you actually twist that it starts rotating, but it does it in clicks, so it's actually very convenient, so you're not just guessing. And then if you press it, it will then bring you into crop directly, which is great. I've actually found it to be really good. I don't shoot weddings, but I did shoot a friend of mine's wedding recently, and to do rough edits for him, I was giving him pretty much everything because like it was being done as a favor, and I've told him to come back and pick images that he wants further edits on. But I just did it using this, and it was really quick. It's far quicker than I would have imagined doing it any other way. I've used palette, and even though you can set up palette for a lot of stuff, and if you've got enough bits you can do lots on it, this has way more on it straight off the bat. I would still use the two of them together though. This doesn't have everything, isn't quite as configurable, but it is very hands-on, and I would highly recommend it. Just another thing as well that I use an awful lot that I want to talk about, and there's 2 variations on this, right? And that's this bracket here. Okay, so let me just again get an angle so I can see a bit of light on it. This is an Elinchrom bracket for speedlight. So the speedlight literally sits in here, and you screw it down, and it's got a very strong elbow on it. And the great thing about the strong elbow is that it means it'll take a lot of weight. So that means that you can put big modifiers on it, stuff that you wouldn't have a hope of ever put on a speedlight normally. So I would use this for big beauty dishes and things like that, which is really handy. This one would be an Elinchrom. It has a lock on it. All right, so let me just show you that bit there. Hopefully it will focus on that. So this allows you to lock it in place. There's also ones for bow and fit as well, the same price. They're like 15 quid on eBay. Now there are people that buy them and rebrand them and charge a lot more, but it's still the same product. It's a Godox bracket. If you search Godox S bracket or Godox S bracket Elinchrom, you will find it on Amazon. Or if you go and look at seanmcphoto.com and search on the blog section for my favorite modifiers, I'll have a little mention of that in it as well. And then one other little bit of news that I'm just going to cover really quickly is that these little RoboSHOOT triggers here, again, let me see if I can get it to go in focus. Okay, that's the RoboSHOOT triggers. John from Serene Automation that makes these has announced that the company is basically closed down for now. So they may reappear in the future, but it's just that with Godox coming out with TTL triggers that are really cheap, and these coming in at $300-400, it's not really viable, even though they're the first to market with TTL, and they allow you to use Nikon with Fuji. That's it, they're closed up. I mean, they're great little triggers, but market moves on, that's it. So we have the T2 350F, which I've done a few videos on, and I have the X1 TF on the way. I'll probably do some videos of that as well. Trying to get outside with stuff. On that note as well, there has been a firmware update for the X1TF that allows older flashes like the AD360, the one I have, which is the non-TTL version, and the V850 Mark II use HSS. If you've seen the other videos that I've done, you'll know that it won't do them. But now, with this new firmware, it will. So hopefully, we'll get that on the TT350F, that we'll be able to trigger the older ones too. That would be fantastic. Because I love the size and form of the TT350F. I don't like the blockiness of the X1TF, that shape. The V62 shape is that. I actually much prefer longer ones like that than ones that are, you know, wider. It's just I appreciate that it's because the batteries have to go in somewhere, but I'd rather have it in a longer design than a squarer design. That's just me. So folks, that's been Friday, you know, for you. I've been Sean McCormick. This has been Lightroom Blog. And it'll be back with Lightroom Tuesday. But this is just a really quick thing that I'm doing because I spent most of the day on the channel trailer and having problems with crashes. So this should just be quick and put up later on. Right, thanks for taking time to watch. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell if you want to get notified of when new stuff comes online. If you have any comment about gear, like stuff like this, I actually want to do more of this stuff in the studio. The point is trying to get back to the studio to do more work. Even bought a great little table, so I'll be able to use the XT2 for my general kind of this look here, but then I will also have the XT10, which does, you know, 1080 video. That can go for an overhead, so I have a lovely little table for that, nice green table for that. So that way, you know, all the unboxing stuff can be done on that as well. I've gotten great little bits of gear recently as well, some of which I haven't mentioned here. Like I've started to use this light here. If you go to my Instagram story today, Friday, you'll actually see this whole video setup if you want to have a quick look at that. So thanks for taking time to watch, folks, and I will see you in the next video.